It's the NFL on EA Sports as we see the two teams who fought back in Super Bowl 18. It's the Commanders and the Silver.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together. We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now Daniels. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion McLaurin left. Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Sanders throwing to start the drive. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Sanders. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
First down, here's White. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
To throw is Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Daniels looking to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
To throw is Daniels. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Here's Daniels. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Off play action. Sanders. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action. Daniels. That's caught left side by Simmons.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there.
And there defensively was Jack Jones.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Robinson.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
To the air goes Daniels. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Screen play to McAllister. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They keep it on the ground. White again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here is third and quite a ways.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Dorrance Armstrong drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the give, here's Robinson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Third and 4.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
2nd and a couple.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Back to throw. Sanders. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Sanders.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw again.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson getting set for this next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. Here's Sanders. A final shot before break. And his throw is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone 3 times in that first half. and that opposing defense had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Sanders throwing to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. That's caught by Myers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run straight ahead here with White.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They stay on the ground with White. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. Sanders.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
In motion is Phillips.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Sanders.
He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's White.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zamir White
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Daniels looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Daniels. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Sanders now throwing to start the drive. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Trey Tucker
from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
To throw is Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Daniels.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That's going to be caught by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To the air goes Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, a 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Fighting his way through contact.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they pitch it to Eckler. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Robinson up the middle.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and 1. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he is caught.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Daniels rolling to his right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Sanders.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 5.
On the give, McAllister with it. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
In motion is Phillips.
Now Sanders from the gun on 3rd down.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a 1st down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line.
Give to Robinson on the option.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Open man is Samuel, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Daniels.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Sanders.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st down, here's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Off play action. Sanders. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Sanders. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That's caught left side. Myers with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now back to the ground game with White.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. To throw is Sanders. Off the bootleg.
And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going right side is White. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over
Things sure were looking good for him at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.